Hey, my trendies, trendsetters, and my trendy tribe. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Let me know if you can hear me. And my trendy members, y'all have gavels and typewriters and other emojis to use because we definitely, it's a quick one, but it's a court one that you can use. Oh, Soundcheck Annette says, yes, thank you. Okay, I am actually on you know how you take your little break at work, so I can't do everything I normally do. So first, I'm just going to say, please support my art by going to trendingatssomepoint.com. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, I am always raising funds for court documents because they do end up costing. So I appreciate y'all so much. And my Cash App and Venmo are both trending at some point. So thank you. Okay. So this one will be quick. Let me get my screen up. Because I do want to go over what the request in the partial summary judgment was from Scholt, which is Marsau and Latisha, you know, all that, and then what the order was, and then where we're at with mediation. If I can get this to, I gotta take this off. Sorry, y'all. There's limitations in StreamYard. Okay. Okay, so first, what we're going to look at is the motion for partial summary judgment. This was filed by Scholt, and what they wanted, because they are the original plaintiff, but they are the counterclaim defendant. Okay, so this is them filing as the counterclaim defendant. They wanted the court to grant a summary judgment in their favor to all claims asserted against it by the counterclaim plaintiff, which would be Zen Gardens. It says, in support of this motion, Scholt relies upon each of the following items, all pleadings of record in this case, motion for partial summary judgment, the supporting evidentiary materials and brief, both of which have been filed simultaneously. It says, as grounds for this motion, Scholt states summary judgment is due to be granted in its favor on all claims asserted against it by Zen because there is no genuine issue as to any material fact, and Scholt is entitled to judgment as a matter of law as follows. And we're doing this for the background to get to where we are today. So they filed this August of 2023, just so y'all know. But they wanted a summary judgment, which is like a quick judgment. Like no matter what else we do in court, we want a quick judgment on these items listed because sometimes it works. So far, I don't know if I've seen it work on anything we've seen, but you know, it is something that you can do. Like, well, aside from the other things we're in court for, this is what we do think it can be ruled on right now because there's nothing else to discuss. Okay. So it says, number one, any recovery sought by Zen is limited to liquidated damages in a maximum amount of $323,000. And y'all know Zen is suing for a couple mil. And it says, as pursuant to contract, the parties agreed to waive consequential damages, agree liquidated damages shall be in lieu of actual damages, and further limited liquidated damages to a mere reduction of the contractor's fee of up to $323,000. Scholt was under the impression that no matter how bad they did, Zen could never, ever, ever sue them above their contractor's fee amount. In other videos, we've gone over that contract that was signed. So please go through the Love and Marriage Huntsville playlist. All Scholt and Zen Garden stuff is in that playlist for me. And we went through that. We read through that contract. Basically, I forgot about this. Basically, when in the deposition, Marsau was asked, did you read over the contract? Or did you have someone that understood contracts read it over with you? And I don't know if he actually named Maurice or we were just all like, he let Maurice read this over and he thought he did something. And then they didn't understand actual clauses in the contract. That's what I believe we came to the conclusion of. Because the way he was interpreting the contract, the way they were asking the deposition was like, it's like you just didn't understand anything about what you signed. Number two, Zen's claim for fraud fails because Zen cannot establish the reliance element required to prove a claim for fraud. And three, Zen's claims for breach of contract, negligence, and set-off recoupment fail because Zen's own actions and inactions are responsible for any cost overruns or any other claim damages. So they basically were saying, pun intended, they should be getting off scot-free because they're supposedly they understood, they thought they had a cap that they could not be penalized or anything over $323,000, which would have been their contractor's fee. That's not how the contract was written, but that's how they understood it, which I'm sure is why they, you know how they come off. We know them by now. Okay, so Scholt respectfully requests the court to enter an order granting summary judgment in its favor on all claims asserted against it by Zen. So they was trying to knock Zen's counterclaim out immediately. Now, this is the order that came months later. This order came in July 2024. So almost a year later, the court issued an order regarding the summary judgment. And it says, this action is before the court on the motion for summary judgment filed by a counterclaim defendant, Scholt Industries, Inc. Upon consideration of the pleadings, briefs, and evidentiary submissions, the court finds that there are far too many genuine issues of material fact for this matter to be resolved on summary judgment. Accordingly, the motion is denied. So almost a year later, they did deny the motion for summary judgment. It says, even so, the court is of the opinion that all of the plaintiff's claims, as well as all of the defendant's counterclaims, could and should be resolved through mediation. Therefore, it is ordered that the parties select a mediator on or before July 29th, 2024, and proceed to mediation in accordance with this court's alternative dispute resolution plan. Should the parties fail to agree upon a mediator within the time set forth herein, the court will select a mediator from its panel of neutrals. The parties are directed to inform the court of the name, address, and telephone number of the mediator, as well as the date for mediation. Mediation must occur on or before August 19th, 2024. Done and ordered this 15th day of July, 2024. And if you're just coming in, I'm on like a little break, so I have to kind of speed through. So I apologize for not doing more greetings and everything. But so they had two deadlines. The first one, they had to choose, identify a mediator. Then they actually have to have had mediation by August 19th, 2024. So, like I was telling y'all, they chose their mediator. And please like the video before you go, because this is going to be a short video and you might forget. So please like the video. I appreciate it. So their deadline was July 29th, 2024. This was filed July 29th, 2024, notice of mediation. It says, in compliance with this court's order dated July 15th, 2024, the parties notify the court they have selected the following as mediator. And so they selected G. Bartley Lofton III from Lofton, Holt, Hall, and Hargett, LLP. And This says the parties further notify the court that mediation is presently scheduled for Wednesday, August 7th, 2024. So 2 days from now, they're supposed to have their mediation. For now, Scholt does still have the original attorney they've had since this case is open, which is Mr. Anderson. And of course, we got our Mr. Rogers still on the case for Zen Gardens. Mr. Rogers been eating up the people. So, you know, over here, we're a fan of Mr. Rogers. Shout out to him. Maybe when he finishes the case, he'll come talk. When it's all closed out, maybe he'll talk to us. But I'm showing this too because I do still get the question if Maurice is representing Marsau in this case. Not this case. He has represented Marsau, but Maurice does not represent Scholt at the time of me telling you this. He does not represent them for Scholt versus Zen Gardens, just so y'all know. And then real fast, we'll look at the mediation company they chose, and then we'll be out of here. Let's see here. Okay. Lofton, Holt, Hall, and Hargett. This is them. They are attorneys at law. It says big firm experience and credentials, small firm service and focus. The legal world can be complicated and litigation is changing. As a result, we are dedicated to providing straightforward, common sense solutions that provide value to your business. Our trusted counsel and proven strategies have generated over $300 million in settlements and verdicts in favor of our clients, not to mention the hundreds of millions we have saved clients over the years. Lofton, Holt, Hall, Hargett, LLP is a high-stakes, business-oriented boutique law firm with offices in Huntsville and Florence, Alabama. And then I think is this their attorney? Let me look at my screen real fast. Hold on. Because I know he was a third. He was the third. Lofton, G. Bartley Lofton, the third. So that'll be their mediator. The first one in the top left will be their mediator. He's one of they're all partners is listed here. Okay. And so, yeah, that's what we have right now. So we'll see if they actually have their mediation on August 7th, I believe it said. If not, they have until the 19th to have that first mediation date. They have the 19th. So that's what the courts ordered. They complied. They came in on the last day with identifying their mediator, but they have complied. And so we'll see where it goes from here. And I will see y'all again at 11:30 my time because that'll be my actual lunch break. And we're going to go over Nesto. So Shirley, they had a divorce court hearing. And also, we got to listen to these calls with Dion. So that's going to be our hour lunch break coming up in about an hour. So please come back. Thank y'all so much for your time. I definitely appreciate it. And I will see y'all in about an hour. Talk to you later. Bye. I've been taking my time. Taking all of your time. Taking all of